All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. T.J. Watt coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? Now a play fake. Garoppolo. To the right side. Caught by Saleh. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Focus. Right here, guys.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's go. Double bump.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Over the middle to Garcon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On first down, Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's McKinnon. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Guilt trip is here, baby. Guilt trip is here.
To throw is Garoppolo. And it's caught by Selleck. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. McKinnon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
One, Omaha. White. Black 80.
They run once more with McKinnon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Oh, some strong running. Still fighting. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. It's a big play there from a big play guy, Jerick McKinnon. Give him 42 yards on the ground. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Garoppolo looks to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Aldrick Robinson from 6 yards away. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. This one complete right side to McDonald. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Let's go. Tight end right. Watch tight. Tight end right.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cassius Marsh able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Now Ben on third and long. But it's brought in by Washington. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Hey, switch gears.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go. Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go. Hey, 4 down. Let's go. Motion.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Gotta go.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs.
4 down, check. Here we go. 180.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Check. Focus. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. That's complete to Jesse James. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Eric Armstead in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Focus. You got to spin. 56 is Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. AB.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 66 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Focus. Check 9. Gotta go.
Now Bell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. On second and goal, here's an option play left. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
4 down. Check. Go. Motion. 56. These two.
Here's Bell. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Mostert now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run it with McCammon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
21. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And the Niners move the chains as Garoppolo hooks up with Taylor.
Hey, come on. Hey, 4 down.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Give him 30 yards there.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there, taking it in. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Looking deep for Hayward Bay. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Darius Hayward Bay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. Set. 180. Here we go. Check and look.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Roethlisberger now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Snickers, 66. Big.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
By 20. 11. 6.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Garoppolo, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Check back.
Now McKinnon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Four down. Focus. Check three.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Let's go. Double. Hey, watch 13. Double. Takes 2 of them. Check 99.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Malcolm Smith able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
All right, let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Solid, 5 down. Big.
Now Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
21.
And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey. 4 down. 21. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man-to-man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there if you like zone defense.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 8. Jack 16.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quan Williams. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. Hurry up.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Over the middle to Garcia. press on. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Here again is McCannon. Gets past one man. Now he goes spin. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
That's it, baby.
Here we go, here we go.
Tight, double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.